requested by a lovely lady to make a fairy cake display or a cupcake display, a round display, 4 tiers, to put her decorated cakes on, ready for events, etc. Really looking forward to it. Another display. Let's see how we go. Hope you enjoy the video. My new router, instead of having to create a compass out of scrap wood, what I actually have is a fitment that acts as a compass, and I just need to measure from the cutting point to the pivot point half the diameter that I require, and I can start cutting. Excellent. Couldn't really show you on the video because I didn't do it in the safest way, but effectively I routed out the 4 circles using the built-in pivot on the trend router. So now we've got the circles, we need to cut the stands to go underneath each layer. We have some matching plywood, cut to size. I just need to run a few lengths off. Right, rough cut bases, rough cut platforms or levels. Just need to cut them to the bases to size and come up with a pattern to pretty them on the outside so they look good. And a few measurements required. So the circles, we've got 12 inch. So I'm going to cut it slightly smaller than 12 inches. So it's not right to the edge. Personally, I'm going for 2 lots of 11 3/4, I guess that is, 30 centimeters. Again, I'm choosing to cut it on the bandsaw for no particular reason, other than my table saw at the moment is a bit buried in the workshop, and having a small workshop it can be a nuisance sometimes. If I just take the camera, I can show you what I mean. I'll pan round. There's my table saw buried in stuff. So for me the bandsaw is just as good and a lot easier to get to at the moment. So everything cut to size. Now I've got to join them and do something with the edges. So to join them, I'm going to just cut a piece in each one so that they slot onto each other. So if I just mark the centre, so this one for example, 15 centimeters, so 7.5 centimeters. That's the centre line. And then need the thickness of the plywood, which I believe is 9 millimeters. Right. And then need to find halfway down the wood, I guess. So that's 130 centimeters. So that's 65 centimeters. Approximately. And then let me cut the waist out of the middle. Now to cut each piece, what I'm going to do is just stick them together. A bit of double-sided tape. carpet tape. Make sure they're lined up. There we go. And then I should be able to cut them both at the same time, flip them over, and they should fit nice and neat. Back to the bandsaw. Small point left, I'm just going to nibble that away with the blade. So I've just got some scrap of the same plywood. Before I separate them, just going to make sure if it fits. It's a little bit tight. Just need to take a touch more off. Right. Separate the wood now. Intention is that'll fit. Slightly proud, it just needs to go a little bit deeper, a couple of millimeters deeper. Make sure they both match. I'm going to put a bit more double-sided tape on. Make sure they're aligned properly. There we go. Headphones back on. Or ear protector, should I say. Again, just nibbled at the edge. Make sure it fits. Perfect. Now what I can do is mirror this on the other pieces. Oh, worth noting that the customer requested specifically that they could be collapsible. So when these are finished, they're not going to be glued together or anything. So that you can lay them flat. I'm assuming into the back of a car or a box for ease of carrying around, etc. Well, now she's starting to come together. 4-tier cupcake stand. Each stand could be a cake stand on its own, or separate, or variations of the tier. Now let's smarten it up a bit. So the customer sent me a specific photograph of a cake stand. So I'm just trying to get this curved edge on the outside that I'll cut off, which you can see with the pencil mark. And all I'm doing to achieve that is using a roll of tape. I've measured it. It's 15mm from the outside edge, top and bottom. Put the roll of tape on and draw around it. There we go. And I'll just cut those out. Need to repeat that across all. So I'll just get these stuck down so that when I cut, look at both at the same time. In actual fact, I could probably fit more layers together as well. Let's see where we go. Now each layer cut for each circle just needs sanding down and rounding off. But if I put those together now, hopefully you'll see a much prettier cake stand coming together. So time for painting. I've not got enough paint triangles or holders, so what I'm doing is putting some screws through some scrap wood. Acts as like little pins, so I can paint both sides at the same time. So 2 coats of acrylic undercoat, and now we're on to the acrylic top coat. Hopefully 3 coats of paint should be enough. Well, all done. Let's leave until tomorrow to dry. See if I need to put another coat on, but normally I don't, so that should be that. Bit tidying up, and away we go.